Okay, right about now it's Head Movement TV. Before we go on, just make sure that you subscribed if you ain't already. Go click that, yeah, straight away. And obviously this is Watch Your Mouth, and we're going to talk about Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury, the aftermath of the madness that went on.
The Gypsy King.
The Gypsy King, Gito Dosa. So, who wants to kick it off?
I don't mind starting. Let's go.
Let's go, Brad.
First and foremost, it was when you say the fight pretty much that everyone expected. I mean, in the sense of that Wilder was going to be the power puncher, and that Fury was going to be the pure boxer like type thing. But what was we treated to last night? Like it was unbelievable. I don't think.
Rocky film setup.
Yeah, like to get up in that. I've never saw anything like that, and that's not an exaggeration.
Gotta give the ref 100%.
Yeah,
unbelievable.
The whole fight, I think for the whole fight, that ref was
because even and you'll see this our live reaction. You'll hear we're all like he's out cold. He's out cold because he didn't move for how long?
Nah, he looked like he was just looking into the sky. I thought he's just done.
I don't think you moved, did you?
No, you know,
Momo's
face was unbelievable. But you know the whole the reputation of British referees stopping it too early, and the fact that American refs, I'm not gonna say like brutal, but like they let the fight go on.
Yeah.
You know why? If he dies, we seen that.
Just
Like, come on, fam. Like his lucky that never got waved off.
If he'd have waved it off, if he'd have looked at him and waved it off, you couldn't have said it was a premature stop.
It does reinforce though that they should just give him the 10 seconds. They don't need to do that.
Especially.
I think that should be took out from boxing, and even if they are.
Give him the 10 seconds and then make a decision.
Do you want an example where it wasn't given? Magic Taylor versus Chavez Senior, is it? Right, where it wasn't given, and there was 10 seconds left in the fight in the 12th round, and it basically is ahead on the cards, and you need to give that chance. You know what I'm saying? And that was nowhere near. He was sleeping. He was like not moving, sleeping, and it was like
his hand position, everything.
It was like when the ref went 5. It was like
he's in the hand.
Yeah, it was like it was above his face, and that was he just got into. I don't know what the word is because
Gypsy King.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
Do you know what? I give full credit to Deontay Wilder because my whole position in this fight was I felt like Deontay Wilder's going to win because we're not going to see an on-form Tyson Fury. I feel like we've seen an on-form Tyson Fury, and you know what? He still had to be on his P's and Q's because he was in there with Deontay Wilder.
Yeah, but it's not. It's still at 70%.
I was going to ask
that.
I was going to ask
that. As bad as I thought it would be, it was still a very skilled boxer.
I was scared. I didn't know if he'd be able to go into there and be able to do 12 rounds. And
let's be honest, if we listen to Eddie Hearn and people like that, not like, what's it called, but Eddie Hearn said, you know, he wasn't ready. And a lot of our worries, even when we were speaking, it was never of Fury's skill or anything else, his boxing ability. It was always, is it too soon?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But I feel like he looked great. He looked like a great boxer.
Like if say Fury in 2 fights, say he fought another fight, and then him and Wilder was to go again, do you think Fury could be better than this Fury that we saw in this fight? Because I think he might be. Because
do you know what I think? Get up, Dosa. That's all I think, fam. If he goes back in there, like we was it Derek Chisora? He rematched Derek Chisora already.
And that next man a few years ago.
What does such a talented, gifted fighter like Tyson Fury, what is he going to do when he goes back in there knowing exactly what to expect from Deontay Wilder? Like then, what are we going to see?
And Wilder didn't work him out. You know, for Wilder to go back in the next fight, it's not like Wilder's work. What happened is Fury slowed down by the 9th round.
And
Wilder caught it with the same combination that he was throwing all night. And Fury just couldn't get his head out the way.
Again, this is one of the things that we also said.
If he's fitter, he stays away. He's got more of a chance. He still can get knocked out. But he's got more of a chance.
I don't 100% agree. I feel like in the next fight, he would get better. Because I feel like it's like footballers. They come back from an injury or a layoff, etc. And they can get back to fitness, but not match fitness. and you get match fitness through playing games, and the more fights, and especially being back at this high level, having more fights, I think it will just put him sharper, and I do think like
he probably didn't know he could do this.
But
he may
have been questioning himself. But the thing what we were saying before the fight is Deontay Wilder's used to losing rounds in a fight. It's nothing new to him.
I was saying it through the whole way through. I was like, he's used to this though.
So what he does know though, right, in his head, if he comes to the rematch, like what you're saying about Tyson, like maybe fitter, etc. But what in his head he can always have in his head at the moment, is if I catch him, right, I'm gonna do him. Legitly. You can think it, but when you've done it, it's like it's more than believe because you've done it already. So you know you can do it again.
That's why I'm not taking this position where people are like, oh, but he dropped Tyson. So we knew he was gonna. That's always gonna be his weapon.
We've skipped that who he gave the fight to. So we
very
don't
true.
agree that it was a draw.
No chance.
And that judge who gave the fucking that gave the first 4 rounds.
I don't know if I agree completely with that stance about his mother, but
no.
You know why I might agree? Do you know why I might agree that? Because that judge gave the first 4 rounds to Wilder.
Yeah, and I didn't see that. I didn't see that
before any of the knockdowns, before anything. So that was like planned corruption. They knew, we're just gonna, because the first few are gonna be closer.
And the challenge that I set then to anybody that's gonna say that Wilder won this fight is, how many rounds did Deontay Wilder actually win in the fight?
He won round 2, and it's maybe he won round 7.
All right then.
And he won obviously rounds 9 and 12.
All right then. So we're gonna give him 2 10-8s.
Definitely.
Right, and 2 10-9s.
Maybe 1 10-9.
Yeah, but we're gonna be generous.
Yeah, give him 2.
We're gonna be generous. So we're being generous, giving him 2.
Worst case scenario.
He still lost 8 rounds. Then you know what I'm saying? He still lost 8. So when people are gonna don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's like it's the worst decision ever, because even while watching the fight last night, we was in agreement that once he knocked him down the second time, it made it a lot closer.
Made it easier for a judge to
for them to have their way out, like generally happens.
But you know, because the first 4 was fucking given just straight to Wilder, it's like the old...
on that judge's scorecard, most definitely. But it's like this, alright, Canelo versus GGG won. Is that a clearer victory? Is GGG's victory
much harder to judge, I think, that one.
But no, I think 2 was harder to judge.
I think there was no rounds where you'd say, oh, that person definitely won that round.
It depends how you judge it yourself. Personally.
All right then, but Golovkin's first fight with Canelo,
my man won every fucking
round. And he won. You know, he won that round.
It was convincing. 100%. Now it's a similar situation because they gave it a draw, but Golovkin won.
What I'm scared of though, I don't want to see these 2 fight again, and then my man, it happened like Triple G and Canelo.
And that's why I'm saying it. That's why I'm saying it. Because basically what that is, and let's be honest, right? Because we've heard Malignaggi and a lot of major name people speak about this, is corruption.
Oh, don't fight him in the USA. You need to fight him in the UK.
You've got like
everyone in the world knows I won. So
he wants to win though.
What did I say? Look,
fight AJ, bro. That's what I want to see.
I think a fitter Tyson Fury, right, may put his foot on the gas a bit more. It's like what you said. He may, like what you were saying, he may not have known completely if you had it all in the gas at the moment, all in the tank.
See, Golovkin came in a year later worse because he was older. And obviously he took that year off.
And you said that to me. You said that to me before the fight. You said he's a year older, and Canelo and that have been doing this for years.
It's their
because
prime.
you said he's been dragging it out for years. He's been and you
know taking him away.
I'm a fan of Ben Davis now. You know, I kind of like this guy. You know,
he took bear abuse for free.
I know.
Like, yo, he's fucked it up already.
To be honest, fam, I'm a fan of everybody. Like, you know when they say, everybody involved in this fight, like, is a winner. Like, I'm a fan of all of them that in this fight, more so than I was before. And not that I wasn't fans of these lot beforehand. I was less of a fan of Wilder. But I'll tell you what, and you said it last night, D, he earned my respect last night to a different level.
But I think he's earned respect in defeat. That's the conversation we should have.
How
sick he was in defeat.
But that's similar to the Canelo too, because we scored that to Golovkin, but he earned thingy in defeat.
You know why it's still annoying though, bro? Because Wilder's hardest opponent is still not a fucking full. It's not like a fully blown Tyson Fury, bro. Yeah. His hardest opponent is still not someone at their best, bro.
Yeah, but we can't take it away from him.
Don't take the fight.
Just as much. I understand what you're saying, fam, right? But you can't take it. Yeah, it's not his fault. He's just fighting.
Fury was amazing in there, bro.
Yeah, he thought. They didn't feature.
AJ and Fury. He weighed up the options and saw that the layoff and thought, he did. I feel like he
should have knocked him out.
He cherry picked him before he.
And this is what I'm saying, but we're like, okay, the whole fear was, Wilder's might knock Fury out. Did he knock him out?
No.
He didn't knock him out?
But he don't mean he can't go.
Oh, okay, actually. But this is what I'm saying, we thought like Fury's going to get stopped. Okay, granted he almost did, but that's what I'm saying, he saw the final bout.
And I see Wilder's excuse that I've seen him in the press, in the post-press, is saying that the ref started counting late.
No, don't
you know why never, bro? Because I've sat there and I've done it 100 times myself, bro, yeah? And the ref, when the ref goes to his knee, he's at 3.
Yeah.
And then he's at 4. So them 2 seconds, bro, where it takes to get to his knee, he didn't start at 1.
Do you know why Deontay Wilder can't say that? Because you remember in his last fight against Luke Ortiz,
and you got an extra minute.
You got pinged, and
they're checking for brain damage. They're checking. Did they check Luke
Ortiz?
1 minute. Where
was his check?
Where was Fury? Exactly what I was gonna say.
They put a torch in his eyes, bro. That says, is everything alright? You only do that when you get knocked.
But they waited. But where the key is, they waited.
It was the next round.
Until the end of the next round about to start.
Couldn't you done that in the
So come on, man. You can't tell me Tyson Fury.
Why wouldn't you go to when he's sitting in his bar stool and say that and look in his eyes and be waited?
Fam, you're exactly right. You know when his trainers there, interrupt that and have a look because it's more important about his health, innit? You know what I'm saying? There's your time to do it. But they did it at the end of a round, extended 35 seconds, and you're complaining. Bro, the ref didn't miss a... Come on, man. You got a bit of a gift of a decision, let's be honest.
But you know what? He's took some shots, and I don't know if he knows or someone's just told him that just after the fight, because you got to remember, he took a lot of licks.
Because even at one point, the person, somebody asked him a question in the press, and this I found very interesting. What I found very interesting about it was that Deontay wasn't able to answer it himself, even though it was completely addressed to Deontay. The person said about the AJ fight, regarding it saying promoters etc. haven't been able to make it, but fighters can make a fight. So why don't you message Joshua himself personally? And as soon as he said that, he went to answer, and Shelley Finkel jumped straight in and answered the question for him, if you know what I'm saying. But from what and it's what we've been saying for a long time, it seems like they want to fight. Now, to me, after this fight, these two didn't really seem interested in the immediate rematch.
I know, it's more Wilder, I think. Wilder was kind of like,
it means Fury ain't got the clause.
Yeah.
It confirms Fury ain't got the clause.
I thought they had the clause.
Nah, they just did it.
They didn't have a rematch. No, Wilder had a clause.
Yeah, Wilder had a clause. It feels like to me that Fury didn't have a clause, and he's not looking to start talking too much shit because he won't get it again, innit?
So do you think that Fury's interested in the immediate rematch then? Because I'm not saying he isn't.
I think that because the fight was done. Because he won the fight.
Do you know what
I think Fury's gonna go for AJ?
And because he feels like he's won the fight right now, he was just too much in that moment.
Do you reckon
he was so happy, bro?
Do you reckon he'd watch AJ and Deontay Wilder fight?
Yeah, I think he should.
I think that's what. As fans, honestly, I would love to see that in April. I don't want to see, and I'm not being disrespectful in any way to Dillian White, because you know we've got a lot of respect for Dillian White, But at the moment, I feel like Dillian White and AJ could fight in a year, 18 months. You know, like they don't have to fight at the moment. You know
that's
what
like
I'm saying?
The Nate Diaz and Conor McGregor rematch. That could wait. That
could always come back. I feel like that, and I feel like
not like Liddell Ortiz.
Oh, definitely.
Okay, that's a bit too long.
Come on, man, that disgrace, absolute.
But I reckon I'll get more pay-per-views.
I think Fury will still stick around. Yeah, I think Fury's still going to stick around now.
I think, well, the ideal situation is AJ Wilder, April, and then the winner fights Fury, because he still deserves it.
Okay, so we all agree that this is a robbery, isn't it?
Yeah, he's won.
We all agree that I'll say
Tyson Fury's
I'll say Tyson won, a close fight, fam, and it was made closer by the
knockdown.
Yeah.
Because
even by our scorecards, it'd be 115, 113. That's not a wide decision.
It's not
a wide decision.
What fucked me with it all is that they planned it. It showed that they planned it.
But that should be. And we should always know that.
I don't hate the
Come on, Mayweather Canelo was scored a draw. How can you score that fight a draw?
I don't hate the judge that scored that fight a draw. I hate that judge who scored it so distance apart for Wilder, bro.
The 114, 110,
Canelo Golovkin, did you mean?
Bro, Mayweather Canelo, the one judge scored it.
Was it Adelaide Bird?
114, 114. Did you watch that fight?
Did you see a draw in that fight? I didn't watch it live.
Did you see a draw in that fight, bro?
No one cared. No one watched the scorecard, big fam. It's like, yo, everyone carried on talking.
Do you know when you knew it was bad? When they said, by split decision.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Where's the split? There was no. But what the reason I'm using that is because we consistently see these decisions in boxing.
It's over there, and this is why it reinforces what Eddie Hearn and Joshua said. Like, why are we gonna go over there to fight in the USA where this type of corruption is going on?
Nah, I understand, but we've had a couple of stinkers. One in point was Ricky Burns, Raymundo Beltran, man. Like, it broke Burns' jaw in round one. Not round one, sorry. Round 2 or 3. I can't remember exactly, right? But he broke his jaw, and he pretty much, lads, won every. I watched it with my dad, He pretty much won every round. And when they scored the draw, my dad nearly trashed the living room. I mean, like, honestly, like, he went mad because like, my dad's obviously he's boxed himself, so he knows what you're putting on the line. You know what I'm saying? And he saw it. Like, Raymond, that Beltran after it, bro, was heartbroken, man. You should have saw it. Like, but again, like what you're saying, and it goes back to Malignaggi and Atlas, what these lot are saying. You can't. You're changing lives with these decisions, man. But and when what you say,
the biggest combat ever.
Yeah, but it should be. Like when you're telling me you've saw rounds 1 to 4 to Wilder, I think you're the only person in the world that saw that.
You can't judge a fight.
Mayweather had it 5-0 first 5 rounds. The first 5 rounds, BT Sport had it 4-1. Mayweather had it 5-0.
Fury.
What's the man was a boxer.
Showtime. Is it Showtime?
Pure boxer, bro.
Whoever was doing it for Showtime had it 4-1.
Anyone with half a brain.
Everyone basically had it 4-1. Mayweather had it 5-0.
Anyone that wasn't related to Wilder
by round 5, we had it 4-1 as well.
And you know what was the change?
But we said round 2.
You know what was the change for everyone? Like what we said. The knockdown in round 9 and the knockdown in round 12. That's when it started to change. It wasn't like round 5.
They were competitive.
Come on, man.
He'd have a minute the way it looked alright, and then Fury would just take over.
But again, it consistently happens in boxing.
Fury went to sleep, bro. Fury went to sleep for a sec, got up, put his hands behind his back, stuck his tongue out within about 10 seconds of getting on his feet, bro.
Unbelievable.
And threw back, bro. Tyson Fury won.
And that's what makes
Tyson Fury. He won the hearts of everyone as well.
I'll tell you what this fight has done for me. It's changed my opinion on Joshua versus both of them, bro.
That's what I said. 100%.
It hasn't changed my opinion, you know.
You know what it is?
Changed my
I think Joshua can hurt Wilder more than Tyson Fury, but 100%. Joshua can't get out of the way of Wilder shots the way Tyson Fury has been doing in this fight.
And Wilder is not that easy to hit with a jab.
Honestly, I think AJ.
Wilder is not that easy to hit with a jab.
I think he'll freeze him, Bambi him rapid. First 1 to 3 rounds. He'll Bambi Wilder and absolutely smash him to bits.
Yeah, if he does Bambi, he'll smash him.
Yeah. I think he'll smash him to bits.
Do you know where it's different with Wilder and AJ? You know where they're in close? Wilder doesn't really want to trade with AJ because he hasn't got the. Wilder's best is his down the pipe.
Yeah, even the bodies, he still didn't know how to throw the bodies.
And if that's going to happen in England, if that happens, and as soon as he hears a crowd uproar, as soon as AJ lands one, it's over.
It'll be over anyway because he won't be able to withstand it. But let's be honest, lads. What I saw last night.
Like Charles Martin.
I'll be honest. What I saw last night changed my opinion to think that if I feel like AJ kind of needs that fight to end in the first 5 rounds because AJ has a period from like round
5 to 8.
Where he needs to get that second wind. You know what I'm saying? Like he has a little bit of a dip in the. He needs to coast a couple of rounds, and I don't feel like he's going to be able to coast against Wilder.
Yeah. He can't get clumsy.
But don't get me wrong, I feel like AJ will win in the first 3 rounds. That's what I feel like if the fight, because I just feel like he'll get to Wilder, and once he gets to him, like it'll be game over. But Fury's a whole different
onslaughts there. I don't think AJ will get out of the way of him, man.
I think AJ will be the aggressor though. I don't think AJ will have his back.
See, look, you don't have to throw bodies. Look,
yeah, like.
You big dosser, get up.
Darcy, you know. Get up. TYSON a Sunday, mate, I'm telling you.
But yeah, man, like, I just feel TYSON... The fact that he got knocked down and got up has, like, solidified to me
the best getting up I've ever seen.
So that, I think that moment will go down in history when people will be like, how did this man get up?
For a man to hit depression and rock bottom and for that to happen.
The memes have already landed.
The Undertaker.
You know, like the Undertaker one.
No, but even when they make it all cinematic and put it in the film, bro. And that's why, in the long run, it might be mad that he's got this draw. Because it's supposed to be the Gypsy King and not... You know, he beat Klitschko, got the win, and didn't get the love from. And now he's got the draw, and he's got way more love. Look, Mike Tyson, Eddie Hearn, Lennox Lewis, Johnny Nell, anyone you can think of.
Let's be honest, lads. Yeah. Like the majority of people that watch this, right? Yeah. Like the poll that I did on my page, 91% voted for Fury, and 9% was left for Wilder. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Everybody saw really who won the fight. It's raw already.
It's a matter of changing. Just calm.
Yeah. So that's what I mean. I don't mind that because we got these 3 best heavyweights in the world. I don't mind them trading
back, bro.
Yeah, I don't mind them trading losses to each other because you always know there's still huge fights out there. I always thought like if AJ loses, it's kind of dead.
I want to say 2018 best fight ever probably. You know.
Could be.
You reckon?
Yeah, the fights that we've got to see this year.
Barely.
I forgot about McGregor and fucking Khabib.
You
know, like there's so many fights that
have just been burying it away.
Yeah, but actually. The build up and everything and obviously what happened
was delivered.
But the fight that actually delivered wasn't as good as this, fam, because this was
both their things worked. Now both their game plans worked.
Conor couldn't implement his game plan in no way.
I'm not saying that was the best, but I'm saying there was a lot of fights.
So
many people stood up to the plate.
You even got
and you know what always adds to this fight?
Amir Khan, if you're watching Cowbook, if you're watching.
Announce it, bro.
Announce that, lads. Now.
Oh, you're going to be like the Dal Ortiz.
Oh!
You don't want to be like
calm down, sir. Calm down. Yeah, man. I mean, what happened? What happened then, man? Like, what the fuck, man? Oscar De La Hoya, sort your fucking neck out.
And have we heard the pay-per-view, boys, lads?
What was it? Terrible.
We helped
25.
Yo, we helped.
And we helped, bro.
I hope Chuck Liddell gets a big chunk.
On the interviews, like, I heard him done something like 220,000, 200,000. Something like that. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. Man, done 24.
No, he's a waste, man.
How can you celebrate? Quickly while we're going to this, how can you celebrate a win like that?
Beating up an old man.
Come on, man. We was like on Headmovement. Look at the Headmovement post. It was about how bad Liddell was looking, how bad he was looking beforehand. Sad. You know, like really sad. Really sad.
That ruined the pay-per-views. When they showed his shadow boxing, people thought this is.
Yeah. You know, if you're my friend,
I thought that fight was going to be. I thought Liddell was going to be old and slow, but not that bad. And when
you know, if you're my friend, I'd never let you do that. You know, I mean, it would fall out forever. Would never speak again. You know, if you was insistent on that, you had to fight, and knowing the condition you was in, was in no. How did he even get
past medicals?
Yeah, like how did he? Because if we can see it physically from the eye, how could he really pass a medical?
Yeah.
Come on, man. It looked worlds apart,
See, look, when this is on now, I'm not seeing anything that Wilder's winning.
This is what I'm saying now. At the end of the fight, Wilder said, like, basically, like, he was holding his punches a bit. And do we feel like this was a 100% Wilder or this?
Yeah.
No,
it's a puzzle.
No,
it's a puzzle. It's a puzzle that he couldn't work out the footwork in it. This is what he is until he slowed down.
Will we see anything different from Wilder in the rematch?
Apart from landing clean out now.
I don't think Wilder's got anything different.
He's got, apart from that punch that hits the temple.
He's got the 1, 2, 3, boom, bang, and come back with it. And even up until he started to throw the left hook, right. It took him a few rounds to come back with the left hook. He was stuck with the 1, 2 because he was so bamboozled by it. And I think, and I've said it to you for a long time. Whoever fights Fury, right, I think they need to invest a lot more in the body work because people go the headhunt because of how he fights, you know, like, and they want to knock him out, you know what I'm saying?
You know what's sick here? It wasn't just like people thought obviously Fury's got amazing head movement, go to the body, but his legs, he just wasn't there, bro. You can try go to the body, but it's not there.
What it is I don't think Wilder is good at going to the body.
Because remember the one round when he did go to the body twice and he slowed his legs down.
And then the round after, I think it was the third or fourth, and the round after he's throwing punches, but he don't know how to throw to the body, you know, like naturally. So Dillian Whyte is someone that naturally throws to the body.
Dillian White's a problem. That's somebody.
It's just his feet.
Obviously, we're speaking about Joshua because of the name, but Dillian Whyte, I'm telling you lads, he is a problem. If he continues to improve, he is going to be a problem because at heavyweight, that body punches like he does, oh man, it's a nightmare. Even if you listen to Joshua speak about the fight, when he was speaking about punching him back in the body, look at that. In the first 5 rounds there, they've got it 4-1. Who had the first 4 rounds to Wilder apart from that one judge?
Bro, I don't know, man.
And that's why Teddy Atlas goes on these rants, fam, because he obviously knows that. Going to Teddy Atlas, obviously people are starting to compare Mike Tyson and Tyson Fury. Like, that's the thing they're using, like, oh, this is the only Tyson, so I'm just going to touch on that. If you could touch. Now, what Teddy Atlas said on the Joe Rogan podcast was basically, it was like the Alpha and Omega, the total opposites here of things like, basically Mike Tyson, whenever he faced adversity in there, he crumbled. Now, if we're going to quote what he's saying, I would think that Tyson Fury is the exact opposite of that.
Yeah, now with Mike Tyson and Tyson Fury, I'd say obviously Mike Tyson, until Tyson Fury does more amazing things, fam, I'd say Mike Tyson's better in it. But who's more of a G? Obviously Tyson Fury. I don't think I've seen anyone more of a G than that,
I love Mike Tyson, bro, because stylistically I love him.
That's what I mean.
But I have said this to you before, and I don't want it to be misconstrued and taken the wrong way, right? Mike Tyson, like, Teddy Atlas was very harsh.
Incredibly harsh.
And you can see that there's a lot of personal emotion and there's a lot.
If you don't know, Teddy Atlas boss shots at Mike Tyson, like they've got beef. You get me?
Real beef.
I just think that some of it in ways holds a little bit of truth, right? Would Mike Tyson have got up in round 12?
No. Listen, this is what I'm saying. No chance.
That's what I think
Mike Tyson, when Mike Tyson down, once you get him down, that's him, and it like he's finished his day.
So the word is
Ultimate Hammer. That's a good
to say, that's it. He's a good. He's a good hammer is an understatement. He's an exceptional hammer. That's what Tyson was. But was he as good as a nail? Was he even a good nail? You know what I'm saying? Because anytime, like, what Atlas said, even though, like we said, he was harsh with it, he took it to a new level, right? Tyson, like, anytime we did see him under adversity, did he come back and win?
Sick, though, because from that era, heavyweight boxing ain't been bagging until now.
But you've got to put it into perspective. He was 18, was he 18?
Yeah, but it's mad because I seen an interview where mine was saying, like, I named Tyson after him. Like, Tyson Fury was born like 2 pounds or something.
But they're stylistically, like...
How 1 pound? What do you mean 1 pound? Man weighed 1, look at him, bro. Man weighed 1 pound.
I think stylistic, Mike Tyson would be a nightmare for all of these current heavyweights.
Especially Andy Joshua. Especially, he'll get Andy Joshua right in the first round. I swear to God.
I reckon, honestly, I think a prime Tyson will be a nightmare.
But I always think that
because Povetkin's probably the closest heavyweight we've got
Mike
to Tyson.
And he's faster.
And he was a nightmare for Joshua. But this is what I'm saying. I feel, you know, the blueprint that Vladimir Klitschko used to use to stink up fights, the whole jab and grab, is a perfect blueprint to beat Mike Tyson.
Yeah, he'd get frustrated.
He'd get frustrated, and then he'd be forced into throwing single shots. Do you know what I mean? You jab him, you grab him. Now, there are people out there that obviously, people out there, Buster Douglas, he never had a cheat week.
Yeah.
He had a binge year.
Cheat 2 years, full of cocaine and alcohol and all of this.
He said, I live like a rock star, but it wasn't a good rock star, it was like a living low, depressed rock star.
And for him to come back and to compete at this elite level, fam, to win. Because really he won, and I was saying this to JAYKAE before, fam, if the judge gives it or not, if the judge gave it as a draw or a loss or not. We seen what we seen, fam. And that don't change what happens, fam. And really, because they need to change this judging system, fam, because 3 people's not enough, fam. They need to do it. You can do it as 9 or you can...
I understand, but either way, however they're going to corrupt it, fam.
No. But one snake can change everything, fam.
I feel like there should be consequences.
One snake holds too much power, fam.
I definitely think that. But it goes back. It goes to a lot of things. It's like I feel like there should be further retrospecting football for referees. Like
they need to be investigated.
There needs to be. There does need to be, because like you say, the Mayweather Canelo to have scored that 114, you can only have been paid. So I need to see I need to see something that's happening here. But it's true, there should be sanctions for these people for these things that are happening, because
you're changing history.
Not only are you changing history, you're changing the life of that person. That person could go from, say he should have got the win he deserved now and having a multi-million-pound rematch with him being the A side to probably being evens or just a bit lower because he's not the champ. It's not right. And then say you rob him like the GGG situation. We've scored both fights as GGG won. Even though in the second fight we thought Canelo stayed in the pocket. Had a better case
and won a story of the fight.
And that's kind of the case here with the knockdown. A lot of people are going to look at it like that, like what we had a certain conversation with somebody just before the came on.
With him saying,
you knocked a man out, you get me, you won the straight now. But ladies and gentlemen, this is a sport, and this is how, are we going to change the rules? This is how
this is what they decided and agreed.
This is the rules, and you judge it by round by round.
You're always going to go back to how many rounds has Deontay Wilder won on the
Case
night
closed.
then.
Case closed.
And then you always lose because people say 2, and then at the most they've got 2 more, and that's only 4 rounds. And if you give the 2 points, if he wins 8 rounds, that means he's lost 8 points and gained 6. You know what I'm saying? He hasn't won.
It was always the case that it's likely that Fury's going to be winning the whole fight, and then out of nowhere Deontay Wilder's going to land that big right hand
to stop him.
But he did not stop him. Okay, you landed it. But Fury got up. That's the case.
He got and really won the rest of the round. Obviously, you can't give him the round
because it's a 10-8.
But he got up and started. There's a sick quote when they're saying this fight is.
Look at the 2-piece here, man.
An old piece. Or that one where he survived it.
He's just caught him with. He's hit him with a 1-2, 1-2. You know, like he was clearly. It weren't like he was winning it just on a pitter patter jab. He was clearly winning the rounds.
He engaged more than the Klitschko fight, which is crazy. And like he said against Klitschko, if you come for me, I will fight you. And it's what Wilder did. He come for him and Fury fought him. But there's a sick quote about the fight, fam. They say this fight is what was it? This fight is what was it again, man? I can't remember it, boys.
Well, but you know what? We'll get you remember that, and we'll get it up on the screen while you're dying. While you're dying there, we'll put it up on the screen.
It's a good quote as well.
It's a good quote.
That's why I couldn't get it wrong.
But yeah, like you have to. But
Wilder's tough, man. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm glad you said that. Wilder's tough, man. Like I've got so much respect for Wilder. Like he says, Momo, this ain't his fault.
It's not his fault.
It's not his fault, fam. He fought his game, and Tyson Fury fought his game as well.
And as much as we say he can't box or he can't this and that, every opponent he's faced, has felt the wrath of the right hand. Has felt the wrath. So even if he can't box, like I was listening to him a bit in his interview yesterday, and I had to take him a bit more serious when he was saying like everybody says my style's unorthodox and my style's this and my style's that, but I get in there and with my style how it is, I'm not trying to change and I'm not trying to throw the same punch as everybody. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, you know what, fam? Sometimes these unorthodox, you know, like it works. They've got their own
George
ways.
Foreman, people used to say, oh, George Foreman throws all these unorthodox strikes. It works. It knocks people out. Only Harrison throws all these textbook strikes, but he's garbage. Do you know what I mean? But he's ass. Do you know what I'm saying? And he does everything textbook by the book.
If Deontay Wilder was trying to do a textbook fight here now, Fury kills him.
That's what I'm saying.
100%, 100%. He's playing to what he does good, and that's it. And like I say, he got my respect a lot more in this fight. A lot more, man.
Yeah, definitely.
And you know what shows as well that he wasn't just winning. Look at Wilder's face. Look at his eye, man. He wasn't just running.
And then check him out there.
Yeah, man. And Fury, when he's doing all this mad shit, he's standing right in front of him. He's not from a safe place, putting his hand behind his back. He's against the ropes and doing it.
Man, he won these rounds clearly, man.
So going back to what you said about everybody felt the wrath of Deontay Wilder. So are we saying that if Deontay Wilder was to fight Anthony Joshua, Joshua would feel the wrath of Deontay Wilder's right hand?
What I am saying
or is Joshua special? He's not going to feel that right hand.
He doesn't want that to be part of the game plan. If put it this way, yeah, sometimes, like you heard Fury saying in this fight beforehand, I'm probably going to go down in this fight. You know, he said it. Yeah, he said it. I wouldn't advise that for Joshua's side of the, what's it called, man?
Because Fury's fitness is elite.
Joshua's recovery skills are not the same as Fury's.
He's too sick at art, you know. Look at his England shit. England.
It's unbelievable, man. It's unbelievable.
So that's what I'm saying. Is Anthony Joshua special? Is he going to be the one that doesn't feel the wrath? Because if Tyson Fury got hit with it, one of the most elusive heavyweight fighters since Muhammad Ali.
You're not going to be able to elude it for 12 rounds. I don't think Joshua will be able to elude it for 12 rounds.
Obviously, Brandon says about like everybody feels that punch when they're in against.
Yeah, he's got to match him with firepower.
But I think because Joshua is so technically crisp, I think Joshua gets to him first. That's what I do think, because I don't think Wilder. Like in the first round, when he tried to come out as wild against Fury, he got caught, brother. And look how he was at the end of the round. If you get caught like that against Joshua, brother, you're in a world of trouble. Round one, fresh Joshua.
Joshua can get out with his leg. The thing that was helping
Fury's a very good counter puncher as well, though.
Yeah, now Joshua's not bad, man. He counterpunched Martin. Both shots was a counterpunch on the jab of the
and I've seen with Joshua's distance control recently, the way he gets out with his legs and stuff like that. There's huge improvements every time you see Anthony Joshua in there, especially against Povetkin as well. The way that he picked his shots, he's got the eye of the tiger back. You know, the finishing.
I think they're just gonna have to meet.
Do you know what I do think? Do you know what I do think? I don't think he should go with the Joe Parker game plan.
No, he won't. No.
It needs to be like
with more fire
and
combinations.
Head on, definitely.
Combinations. But I think if he does land the 1-2 that Fury does land, Joshua's will be more devastating and we'd follow up with it.
If Joshua hurts Wilder, it's whoever hurts who in the first man to truly hurt the other man in that fight wins that fight. Look at this. Look at that scorecard there. That's round 8. And that, what's his name, Barry, whatever it is,
got him 7 rounds up.
7 rounds up. So how did you see the first 4 rounds to? It's a travesty, man. The
2 knockdowns weren't enough. It just wasn't. Trust me, it wasn't enough, man. It was like we said. It was the story of. Oh, what a shame, man. It's just the story of the fight, innit? You know, because the 2 knockdowns might have won the story.
What a guy, man.
Like he's a bit embarrassed, not hurt. Shit.
Look, he puts his hands on his shoulders. He does that in the round when he's just woke up, bro. How do you just wake up, bro?
Wilder was gonna do
the onslaught. This is him going for it.
Then Fury starts swinging back, innit?
Catches him with one.
What fight do you actually want to see next? Like what fight?
Wilder and AJ.
That's what you want to see. You don't want to see this rematch.
I wouldn't mind. Don't get me wrong. If it got made, I wouldn't. I wouldn't be like, oh, it got made. Nah, no chance. But if Wilder and AJ fought in April in Wembley, right, and then the winner fought Fury, I wouldn't be.
Yeah, look, he catches him.
I wouldn't be too upset with that.
See, that's to gain the respect. That's what I like. In the times when Fury was hurt, he'd Pacquiao his way out of the situation as well in this fight.
It has to, because, and it's like what I was saying, Momo, beforehand, what I was saying to you, he has to have Deontay Wilder's respect against a big power puncher. You can't just have him throwing and not scared of what, scared of what's coming back, like. And that's what we saw in a lot of Deontay Wilder's fights, because people haven't been able to even, you know, give back. Whereas, like, that's the Gypsy King, man. You got to take him serious out here. Like,
what a beast.
He will wake up from the dead. Like, we thought he wasn't. That was it.
Yeah.
He wasn't moving. How did he
look at that?
Check here.
Why did he do that? Bro?
Yo, yeah.
The round he got dropped in, bro.
Yeah.
And he's punched him back up.
God,
does he look like he's been dropped this round?
Nah, I don't.
This is what I'm saying. Joshua ain't got these powers of recovery though, fam. Honestly, when you weigh up the attributes of what's it called? Obviously, Joshua's got a lot that Fury hasn't got. Yeah. And Fury's got a lot. They're different fighters.
Completely different, isn't it?
Powers of recovery, right? I don't think Joshua's got it like that. I don't think
and the conditioning of Deontay Wilder's unbelievable, man. I swear to God, the amount of times that he was hitting the air in this fight,
full power,
hitting the air, and he still had it all the way to the end, to the 12th round. He could still put this guy.
That's the round he's got dropped in.
This guy.
Oh man,
extreme conditioning and fitness of Deontay Wilder. That's what I mean. In a rematch with these two, do you think that Deontay Wilder will come in heavier, or is he going to stick with this frame?
I don't think he can change much apart from land cleaner.
I think he'll come in heavier.
I think if he gets heavy, it needs to be heavier all over his body.
It's a mad thing to just change.
It's not just, you don't want to just bulk up over here, bro.
It has to be over time.
Yeah,
you can't do it for a certain
Nah,
fight.
but look at them legs, though. Them legs need some...
Against AJ.
They need something on them. They need a couple of dumplings or something, fam. I'm telling you, that's not... Look at them. That's why, you know when he gets hit and his legs go like the way
one slice right across the chin. You see that? On the button, that was... Doink, and then on the head.
But he's already turning to make it lose the shot.
Nah, he doesn't like. He looks like he's so light because he just literally strips weight on his. Look at his calf muscles.
Yeah, man.
What muscles? There's none. Like, look at the difference in Fury's legs, fam. Yeah. Like, they're not massive legs, but they're not skinny like that, bro. Look at them legs, man. If he took a leg kick, that's gonna break, man. I'm telling you.
You know how easy it would be for a wrestler to take him down.
Yeah. Come on, he hasn't got like a solid. And I think that's why. Don't get me wrong, like, oh, look at that, man. This is what I'm saying. Yeah, he's just been dropped. He's just been dropped the round before, but he's doing this. Yeah. So it's not like he lost round 9, lost round 10, lost round 11, lost round 12.
The flash knockdowns really, it's mad to say because they hurt him. They hurt him a lot.
It's so hard to describe that one in round 12.
I mean like the
but you're right, you're semi-right.
The momentum of, he's winning the round, ping, he's down and he gets back up and he
carries on winning the round. Yeah, the flow carries on.
Fury could have lent on Wilder a bit in this fight, man.
I think he, like we said before,
he was questioning what his
stamina. He would know how tired you are.
It's the first time he's been back here after he's done.
But I mean, from early, and because he was winning so convincingly early, he didn't need to, but he should have, because that could have really tired out Deontay Wilder. You know, getting on the box.
I think Fury, but you need to be fit to play that game
as well.
Like I was saying to you yesterday,
just the weight. You need to be, like holding a man down is you need to have a certain level of fitness to,
Wilder, came out strong at a lot of the start of the rounds, fam. And then what I felt like here, you see times when Fury was landing at the end of the round, he could have stepped on it a little bit more. But again,
would he have paid for it in the latter rounds?
So it's alright us saying this in hindsight, not being there, not facing the bronze bomber. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So
and everything Fury was doing was working. Do you know what I mean?
I think he could just be fitter. Yeah. That's what would the game? What would be different about the game plan for me, fam? Don't go into southpaw. But it worked because it made him throw right hands.
Oh, look at that. That's a two-piece there, man.
And this is what I'm saying, like, in a situation...
What's 10-piece saying?
Say again.
I'll battle him in a minute.
So at a time like that, should he have just jumped on Deontay Wilder?
Not if you don't know your tank. You have to play the game. No, but he's still winning every round, fam. You don't know your tank,
and you don't necessarily need to change it. And I know what you're saying.
No, looking back, it'd be sick. But there was a time where I think was it round 12 or something, and they're both looking at each other and they're thinking, I can finish you. Yeah. And he's looking, I can finish, but they couldn't.
But if I give this last hurrah and then I'm finished, then it's your turn to give your last hurrah.
If there was round 13, Fury would have won it.
You see the
if there was round 13,
that strike then.
If it was round 13, the next round, Fury would have won the round.
Yeah, he'd have won the round. If it went 15 rounds, look at that, bro. What is he doing? He's loving it.
He's enjoying it.
Yeah. This is why I say, people that do boxing and go into the octagon, bro. You've got to have a little bit of a screw loose, man, because you've got to have the mental strength, bro.
Yeah, man, it's mad.
The mental strength, bro. Like to have a fight in front of a few of the lads, like local lads, is flipping.
I said this morning when we was watching the fight. There's a saying, and it goes, "May the best man win." Now you find me a better man than Tyson Fury, fam. I can't find one, bro, right now.
Not last night, definitely.
I can't find one, fam. When it comes to a fighting, like a fighting man, you know what I mean? The spirit, you get knocked out, fam, and you get up like, let's have it, you big dosser. Do you know what I mean? I can't find anyone else. Get up, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a true fighting man. No, he says Deontay Wilder hasn't been like this his whole life. You know what I mean? He's put on this act. This is his new side. He goes, I came out the womb fighting, ready for this.
It's a mazza, you know.
100%.
Tyson Fury.
Come out the womb, £1 ready for it.
Ready for it.
Ready, bro.
So what do you reckon we haven't said about Tyson Fury versus Andy Joshua? One there. What do you reckon is going to happen there? I'm going to ask Brothers. Let me know because we know what Momo's going to say. Let me ask Brothers first. Let me ask Brothers first. Because this is just solidified Momo's Fury before. Solidified Momo's.
Oh, he deserves it, fam.
Me and Momo,
I think I might be. I think I'm going to be cheering for Tyson Fury.
I don't. AJ's also a people's champ.
Yeah.
I think AJ hits
if AJ and Fury fight, me and Momo got to do it.
I don't think he hits. You know, this is what I'll say to that. There's two types of power. There's a snapping power. You know that. You know what I mean? The fast muscle fiber twitch. And then there's a thudding power. Thudding power. George Foreman, Triple G. It's a thudding power. And then you've got this snappy power, which is like Deontay Wilder, fucking Marvis Hangula. You know what I'm saying? Them type of. They hit ya, you're out.
It's hard to compare with this geezer. It's hard to compare this geezer to anyone, fam.
It's not bodyweight for him. It's not bodyweight that's knocking you out, fam. It's pure torque that's getting you.
But it's not just the swing, fam, because I can swing like that and it won't hurt that much.
Look at them big shoulders. Is that where it's coming from?
Nah, he's blessed.
Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? Yeah, right. We can't sit here and try and explain power because it's like that. Even as we know from the greats over time, the great trainers, they'll tell you some people have just got it. Yeah. Some people just hit hard, and some people just don't hit hard. You know what I'm saying? Like again, Malignaggi. Excellent boxing skill, you know what I'm saying? But his power was like that was always his problem. He couldn't never keep these guys off him.
And he worked on everything, bro. He did what he's supposed to do in the gym.
Power. You know, do all the exercises. What's my man's name? Schaefer. What's his first name? I think he was in Tyson's era. Incredible power. Richard Schaefer. Is that his name?
No, that's
the Golden Boy geezer.
No, what's his name? I know his second name Schaefer. Something
even like that Inoue, the Japanese Inoue, fam. You just touching people and they just die, fam.
And the goal, man. The goal. Wilder, you can say what you see, like GGG. He touched Canelo,
and he didn't go down.
And he didn't go. So you know what I'm saying.
Him twice.
But Wilder, you can say this power is elite for anybody, bro.
Because even the fight he lost, he still dropped him on twice.
Yeah. Because that one, that like jab right hand he caught Canelo with, bro. It was sickening in the second fight.
No, it's definitely not bullshit. But yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So, what do you think, Andy Joshua versus Tyson Fury? How's that gonna go?
I've got It obviously it depends on the game plan and close to the fight, but I'm gonna go in line obviously. AJ, I'm gonna go with AJ, yeah, right, and if I'm going with AJ, I'd have to go with AJ to stop him.
If what, like, just the head movement and footwork on this guy, but go on.
I'm thinking Tyson Fury, big surprise, and either points or late stoppage from being knackered.
From being not being able to keep up with the work rate. Yeah. That's what I think. If Fury wins, Fury would win late on the stoppage.
If AJ misses the same shot that Wilder misses, I think AJ is going to be in a worse condition.
100%.
But
will AJ just headhunt like Wilder does?
And the threes and fours.
And and you can't roll them.
Yeah,
you can't roll 3 and 4, fam.
So it's a.
Do you think,
it's still
AJ is going to put up a better account of himself? This is my question to you then. Do you think AJ is going to put up a better account of himself than Wilder did in this fight?
Heart-wise, I think he'll do the same, fam. Like, they both showed great heart, fam. It's just I think he'll just come down to ability, fam. Can he?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Do you think he will, though? Not whether you hope he will, because I know you hope he don't.
Yeah, nah, fuck you, no. He can, innit? He can. It's not.
Do you know what I think? I think, right. If he manages to trap him, he'll get to him.
Yeah.
If if he's fighting where AJ, you see how Wilder's got his back to the ropes. AJ can't be doing that. Because that's not what AJ is going to get from it. You know what I'm saying, fam? He's gonna Wow, he was asleep, man. He was asleep.
Look, he gets up.
Early shavers, that's it. Early shavers. Sorry, lads, not shaver. Richard Shaver. Early shavers. There it is. Fucking hell. Just had to redeem myself, then, lads.
Redeem them points.
Early shaver. Sorry, man. Don't show you that, please. Whatever you do.
Lads, he was sleeping, man. That's so bad.
I was saying, yo, Fury.
Why is your ref counting, man?
Fury is, in my lifetime, the best.
Look, man, he's sleeping.
Yeah, I think Fury possibly stops Anthony Joshua.
I'm not saying it's a decision. Obviously, I want Joshua to win, and I feel like Joshua. Oh, look.
Yeah, he's got his chin. When his chin moves, then he wakes up.
One minute. No. So where's this thing that Wilder's on about? This late thing. Let's look for it then. Let's look for it. Yeah. All right then.
Cool. Bang. Fury's gone down.
1, 2, 3, 4,
5. Perfect time. And we started a bit earlier.
Yeah, that was perfect time. Whatever that count was, I was thinking. No.
Look. Walk there. He even said, look, walk there.
Bro, he's just been out. How's he jogging? How does he do that? He's just been out cold. Out cold, lads. He jogs.
He gives a breath. He gives a big.
What is this?
Look.
He's sleeping, you know. Look at that. It's the above
Gypsy King.
I love him.
Look at him. He's sleeping. Look, he wakes up.
Okay. Wait for it. Get up, does it?
Get to shitty ass.
The jogging.
Can I jog? He's thinking. I didn't know where he was here, you know. Because look at these windmills.
When he threw back,
it's got no motion front, aren't it?
Nah, bro.
Cold motherfucker.
Cold.
Brick top.
Feed him to
the picks. That's
Look at his face though. This was when I was okay a bit. I was like, yo, his face is alright.
Yeah, look, see all the expressions in the crowd changing now, like.
Ooh. That could be a stivern, you know. But then that's when I seen him start slowing.
Yeah, that's it. That was the combination. Yeah.
And look, he's seen it. That's why he did it.
Yeah.
Boom! Bang! Oh,
fuck off, man! In the same round,
bro.
In the same round again.
This is what I'm saying. Like, okay, Anthony Joshua may drop Fury, but he'll get up. Or he may get up, you know what I'm saying?
But you know what? It's going to be different though, because there's going to be 5 of them coming at you. There's not going to be.
And I think if AJ does knock out Tyson Fury, it would have took a lot more body work as well before he ends up knocking him.
Yeah, no, it definitely depends on the game.
Klitschko got up a few. How many times Klitschko got up? 3 times in that fight.
In
the fight, Klitschko versus Joshua. That's what I mean, fam. That's what I'm saying.
No,
Tyson may get up like, oh, you big dosser, and get after his shot.
There's a chance here. There is. It's just that AJ is more accurate.
Yeah, AJ doesn't throw like he does. He doesn't throw like he throws in combinations.
Who's faster? Whose hands are faster?
Out of
Wilder and AJ.
Oh, Wilder.
Yeah, but when you head in combinations though, so bang, 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 bang. Wilder hasn't got that. Wilder's got bang, bang, bang. You know, like that slows it. You know, that's at best.
And I think AJ will lean on Wilder and. You know them ones.
You know what my honest opinion? Realistically, I feel like AJ beats Wilder.
He
missed the
rope. Yo, the best footwork in the game.
Missed the rope.
Get the rope.
Right, AJ beats Wilder. Yeah, I feel like AJ beats Wilder in the first few rounds. Yeah, and I think Fury beats them both if he's at his best, because you've always kind of got to go with the natural boxer.
With the boxing
that's
wins.
The truth.
Boxing wins.
But honestly, I would want AJ to win.
He should have had the green belt yesterday.
I love this though. The embrace at the end. This is what just made
his spec.
Yeah, his spec.
Yeah, no, I always love this after the fight.
A good fight.
Don't do this in the middle of the fight, bro, because man are still trying to take each other's heads off and that, and you know, like man that are trying to be too nah, bro, just fight, fam. Because in a split second, you know, like in a split second, bro, he's about to try and take your head off. After this, now you know it's done. Even if we go again, it's not now, bro. You know, like, you owe each other respect, bro, 100%. Especially after a great spectacle like what we just saw.
Fury's got the respect.
They both did.
No,
they both did.
That he didn't get for the Klitschko one. He's got it now.
Yeah, no, but I think that's more how he's carrying himself as well. Yeah. If he wasn't carrying himself, if he was still carrying himself in that certain way, it would be it wouldn't be the same.
You know he won, Lou. You know he's got the win. Look, they're looking at him. They know they've paid him. Look, man, you wouldn't be that confident there, Brad.
Nah, man, they know, man. They know. Do you know what changed it though? And I said it at the time, fam. From when he dropped in the second time, it was a whole game changer.
The story changed.
You're
gonna have that small percentage of people that he did drop him.
But it gave you a story to say, innit? It gave you a story. Bing. Oh, look, he's out, man. Look
at the hands.
Right, left hook.
Oh man.
Oh, he's parked him on the floor, fam.
Look.
The way hit the floor hard. Now.
Yeah.
See that chin moves.
What? Oh my God! It's the Undertaker.
Brothers, you was gone. You wake up and there's Deontay Wilder across.
Yeah. Not only that, you're gonna do a little jog for the ref. Yeah, ref, I'm all right. Have a little jog for you, mate. Boom. Gone.
Because if the ref didn't come, he would have stayed knocked out, I reckon. Yeah. No, because he's seen the fingers.
Yeah, he goes, oh,
because you know some people have said when they've been knocked out, they're still here and see what's going on, like they can still remember it type thing.
What is your honest reaction to that?
Yeah, man, what a fight though, lads, man.
But yo, should we wrap it then?
100%.
Alamala, Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder. Fight's done, Mazza.
You know what, actually, quickly, sorry, because we can loop that up, innit? Next, what do you want to see next, ND?
What, from these two?
From the heavyweight scene.
You know what, I really want to see this again. I swear to God, I want to.
So you want to see an immediate rematch?
Yeah, I really do.
Alright. That's what you think?
Yeah, I really do. I want to see this again.
I wouldn't be too. What do you want?
I think for what's right.
Yeah.
Rematch.
Immediate rematch.
I think so.
What about you?
I'd like to see. I'd like to see AJ Fury, Deontay Wilder, Dillian White.
I'd love to see. That's a dreamland, though. We'd love that.
You ain't getting the Dillian White now, fam. Not now, bro. If you couldn't get it back then,
he's not giving it him.
He's not giving it him.
But I'd love to see. Alright, I'd love to see that. Alright,
he's gonna have WBC backing him now. He's just fought.
Alright, in a dream world, I'd love that. Would you not prefer them fights? I'd prefer them.
Now, if it's not Fury fighting Wilder, it's got to be AJ fighting.
I think it makes less sense now. Like Dillian White had loads of argument.
He's not gonna fight him now. He's never gonna fight Dillian White right now. No chance. Dillian White's gonna have to be mandatory to get that fight.
And even then, fam,
right now, I want to see AJ Wilder in April. Right. The Gypsy King either have a whatever fight he wants to have, because he's earned it, bro. He's had a couple of years off. He's come back. He's went to your man's backyard, won the fight. Really, you know what I'm saying. So if he fights whoever, bro, like I don't know, like Chisora level or Joe Parker beat Flippy and Huey, innit? So get that back. He fights Parker. Whoever.
I don't want to see Pulev Joshua, man. Like, don't give us that shit fight, man. Don't give us that shit.
Do you know what that does as well? It puts Tyson as mandatory for IBF.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind.
So then the winner of Joshua Wilder, right, fights Fury, and we see the lineal undisputed heavyweight champ
all the marbles, all the marbles.
You know, like we see,
legitimately,
and we don't need none of the bullshit. He don't want to fight him, and he don't want to fight them. Stop chatting mix,
This was
man.
a great fight. Let's run it back.
If Wilder's not scared to fight AJ in England, let's get the cut. Because if you gave, let's be honest, if you gave Joe Parker 35%, bro, you've got to give Wilder 45-50 now, bro. Not because he completely and utterly deserves it, but you've been overpaying from the start, Eddie, like you said.
This has just changed things.
Come on, fam. So Joe Parker before or whatever, deserved 35, but him after this now don't deserve 45.
Wilder doesn't need the AJ fight as much now because I think this rematch will sell the F out.
If they immediately rematch, it'll freeze AJ out of this scene for a little bit.
If Brad Warren's got a brain cell, he's going to be like, let's do it.